to all the non-Ratchet women, I feel like you are the biggest supporters in Ratchet culture. Shows like Real Housewives of Atlanta, Married to Medicine, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop New York, and all of y'all tune in to watch that, then you are telling the networks that are showing that we need to show more of this behavior, because the more of this behavior we show, the more ratings we have, the more the endorsers get paid. So they're advertising the destruction of your own image.
Don't put your money be respectful. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you. Get motherfucking hell, bitch. Nah, bitch. Oh no! Wait! Why are you in Mariah fight right now? What are you doing? Go! No, absolutely not! Absolutely not! Oh hell no!
I cannot believe that this is happening. Like, I have to pull them apart from each other.
I will mother. You are up. Oh my God! You're your best friend. Let me go. Mariah, let her go. Let me go.
I cannot even believe this is happening. Two bitches fighting in ball gowns. Two bitches fighting in ball gowns. Two bitches fighting in ball gowns.
Mariah! She got her hair. Come on, Mariah. Let go. Let go. Come on, Mariah.
Are you kidding me?
A bitch. Not a bitch. Come on. It's me.
Let's go.
I'll break apart.
Two grown women, educated women, doctors' wives.
Come on, Mariah. Let go.
Let me reiterate that point. Doctors' wives.
They're projecting out their negative images of you, but you're supporting those images being shown by watching that shit. Every war is fought on two fronts, at least two fronts. The first front is the actual physical battlefield, and the second front is the mind. When you go to war, the media plays a big part of how people perceive that war. They call the enemy the bad guys, they call you the good guys, they give you reasons why you should support the war. They don't tell the side of the enemy. So what they do is they change the perception of the way you see the enemy. And what they're doing in America on TV is they're changing the image of the way America sees black women. And you are supporting that image. So everybody talk about an ABW, an angry black woman. Black women fight against that. They want to fight against men. They want to fight against all of this stuff, but they're encouraging ratchetness when they watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. You want to say that black women ain't like that, but you're telling America black women is like that by watching that shit.
Let me know. You better watch your hands.
Get out of my
You better watch your hands.
Get out
You better
of my
watch your hands.
You wanna
Red
have-
bar $10,000.
Wait, you want to have...
Red bar $10,000.
Get out of my
If
face.
red bar $10,000.
Nene was really out of control. As a lady, that was just shameful. As a lady, that was just shameful. As a lady, that was just shameful.
The more you watch Ratchetness, it's gonna begin to change you in your behaviors. The eyes is the gateway to the soul. When you watch something, that enters into your soul. That's why when you were little, you used to watch a movie, then you go to sleep and you have nightmares about it, because that image and those images were imprinted into your subconscious mind. So the same thing with watching these reality TV shows and these women that are supposed to be classy or acting out of character. That shit is getting into you a little bit by little bit. The more you watch it, the more it's going to manifest itself in your life.
When I first started taking courses in cognitive psychology, my favorite research was about the crooked room. It is research about our cognitive perceptual abilities, right? It's not research about race and gender. It's about how our brains work. So here's what we would do. No, not us. 1950s researchers on cognitive psychology. They would take an individual, put them in a room that was dark, and then flip the lights on. And when the lights came on, all the angles of the room were crooked. right? So the door was set on an angle. The room was not at 90 degrees. There were pictures hanging on the wall. They were also at an angle. Everything in your field of perception was off kilter. And you were in a chair, like one of those chairs you might have at like Universal Studios with a ride that was mobile. And your responsibility was to find the upright in this room. These were field dependency studies. The question was, how dependent are we perceptually on the field that we can see for figuring out what is up and down? Some people, a very small proportion of people, are field independent. Doesn't matter how many crooked images there are, they can find their true upright. But most people, it turns out, are field dependent. And they can get themselves tilted in that chair as much as 45 degrees, but perceive themselves as straight up and down because they are in line with the crooked images all around them. Again, this is cognitive research. It's about how our brains work. But when I read that work, I said, oh, that's just like being a black woman in America, where all the images of black womanhood that are coming back at you are crooked, are tilted.
Reality TV are the crooked images in your room. Reality TV, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop, Married to the Medicine, all of this ratchet behavior in black women, you're aligning yourself up with it the more you watch it.
I don't need to have kids to understand.
Yes, you do.
I don't need to have kids
Sure
to
you do.
understand.
Sure
Like,
you
what
do.
you talking about?
Sure you do.
I understand
No, you
being a
don't.
professional.
Because she always acted out, she had an attitude, she was pissed off all the time.
Beyonce is coming out with an album called Ratchet. Ratchet behavior is beginning to be encouraged. So what you have to do is come back by not supporting it, by showing your disdain towards it the same way that you showed your disdain toward hip-hop music when we were calling you bitches. The reason Tupac came out with the song, You Wonder Why They Call You Bitch.
Two bitches fighting in ball gowns.
Remember that guy in the band that I kept flirting with all the time I told you guys about? We had an oral transaction. What'd you say? But we had an oral transaction. You slapped a knob? Yes. I mean, it's all, you know, hoish activities. Hoish activities. Hoish activities.
Black women were lashing back against hip-hop's derogatory terms toward black women. Do the same thing with these reality TV shows. You don't do that with reality TV shows. You support Tyler Perry.
Calling the police. I ain't scared no popo. Call the popo, ho. Call the popo, ho.
Don't support the Tyler Perry movies. That's the minstrel shows. You're supporting it. You're supporting the behavior. Medea is making fun of a black woman. She's not a woman. She's dressing up as a black woman and acting irate, acting ratchet. But the biggest audience, I say 90% of his audience are black women supporting their behavior. So when people associate you with the irateness of Medea, you get mad, but you're the one supporting the behavior. It doesn't make any sense. So what I'm saying to you, non-ratchet black women, glorious black women, upright black women, stop supporting your own destruction. Stop supporting the deterioration of your image. Stop supporting that. If you want people to look at you better, you have to first make them get rid of those images that we see that don't look right. I don't watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, but everybody I know that watch it are women. I don't watch Basketball Wives, but everybody I know that watch are women. I hate Tyler Perry movies, but women love that. If a Tyler Perry movie come out and you look in that line, there's going to be dudes in that line that's going to see Tyler Perry movies because their wife, girlfriend, significant other wanted to go see the movie. Black men don't support Tyler Perry, black women do. They still don't see what's wrong with it. I guarantee you somebody watching this video now don't understand why I'm knocking Tyler Perry. Medea is not a black woman, but she's acting like a black woman, and her behavior is not becoming of a queen. That's not queen behavior. So you want queen shit out there about you. You want Lauryn Hill out there. You want righteous women out there. that's representing you. So stop supporting those that are misrepresenting you.